Hey guys, my my phone is crooked. Anyways, um, welcome to day 7 of and the last day of the reading rush. My bun is crooked. It's the end of the day. It's 9:07 p.m. and I got an update for you guys. I worked today, so I worked to 11:30 to 6. But I left a bit later, as always. But this morning, before I left for work, I watched Chloe's from Books with Chloe. I watched her reading vlog for day 6, and she mentioned reading a graphic novel called The Prince and the Dressmaker. So it sounded interesting. It's basically, long story short, it's about this prince that likes wearing dresses. So it sounded interesting and short because it's a graphic novel and cute. So I decided to give it a try. It happened to be on script, so I just read it on script. And yeah, so I started this morning when I was on my way to work. I read a little bit on my way to work. I read during my break at work. I read on the train home from work, and then I read a little bit just now. I just finished it. It was, as Chloe said, it was really cute. I really enjoyed it. Now that means that I've read 6 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books for the reading rush. Now, since it's 9:08 p.m., I'm thinking I'm gonna attempt this and hopefully read this before midnight. So yeah, so then I'll have 6 books read, and I don't think I'll be able to do anything more than that unless I find another graphic novel on script. And if I finish this and then find like some other graphic novel on script, then I could make it 7 books. I'm gonna try and do it because I really want to read 7 books. So yeah, so that's my update for now. And the first update, so this vlog is gonna be really short unless I add it on to day 6, which I don't know. Yes, but yes, that's my update for now, and I'll update you guys again later. Hey guys, so it's August 7th, which means the reading rush ended a while ago, and I never like did a little wrap up for this, so that's what I'm doing now. And I only had 1 clip for day 7, so I'm just including that 1 clip in this video and this clip of my wrap up for the reading rush. So let's just get right into it. So the first book I read during the reading rush was Escape from the Isle of the Lost by Melissa de la Cruz, and I gave this book 5 stars. I felt like it was a really good conclusion, because the movie was a good conclusion. I think it was a good like bridge to the Last Descendants movie, which at this point it's already come out, and I really enjoyed it. I'm obsessed with the music, and yeah, so I think this was a really good like flow to the next and final movie. So I really enjoyed this. So the other book I read during the reading rush was Pinocchio by Carol Collodi, and I don't remember how many stars I gave this one. I think I gave it like 4. I think this is a really good classic. Yeah, it's a classic. And yeah, it's completely different from the Disney version, but it's still a good. It wasn't like some stories where like you read the original from like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was I really enjoyed this story. It was different from the Disney version, and some of the things that happened, I was just like, what? Like, I think I said this earlier in one of my other vlogs, but okay, so if you don't want to be spoiled with Pinocchio, I'll put a mute thing here, and then once that's gone, you can listen again. But he gets arrested like twice in this book, and I'm like, why are you arresting him? It's crazy. Geppetto also gets arrested, but it's Pinocchio's fault. And I'm like, if you want like a child to do what they're told, I think you should read them or have them read this book, because he basically gets in trouble because he makes bad decisions and doesn't like listen to the people who are telling him that's a bad decision. So yeah, so he ends up getting arrested twice. So yeah, that's one of the things that, from this book that was just like, oh, what is happening? Like he's getting arrested. But yeah, so yeah, that's all I really have to say about Pinocchio. I attempted to read Peter Pan before and I couldn't get into it. This was easier to get into. Just throwing that out there. Another book I read during the reading rush was The Beauty and the Beast by Gabrielle Suzanne Barbot de Villeneuve. It's a long name. But yeah, this one I think I gave like 3 stars. Just because the beginning was pretty good, and then towards the end, the like last like 2 chapters, which were pretty long chapters, it just got really info dumpy. It was just like the curse had already been spoiler alerts, like if you know anything but Beauty and the Beast, the curse is broken. He was back into the prince, but then now they're just giving you all this information about what happened in the past, like why the a fairy, was she a fairy? Why am I blanking? What was she? Yeah, why the fairy turned the prince into a beast. And the reason behind it was just like, what? That's the one like good thing that came out of reading this, was like the reason why he was turned into a beast was completely different from like any other version that I have seen or read. So it was just like, what? It was kind of ridiculous, honestly. Like, that's why he turned him into a beast. But yeah, the last 2 chapters were really info dumpy. It just tells you like why she turned into a beast, but then it's not like they're showing you what happened. They're just telling you what happened, which for me that's really boring. I'd rather be shown what's happening versus being told what happened. And it's not only like that backstory, but they also give you the backstory of Beauty. I'm just gonna say that she does have a backstory that's more complicated than any of like the Disney films or anything like that. Like their stories intertwine more. I'm trying to say this without spoiling anything, but their stories intertwine more than like the Disney films or like any other film. And they intertwine earlier in their lives, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I think I gave it 3 stars just because the beginning was pretty good. Like it was similar to like other things that I have like heard about the original story, so nothing was surprising. But then the last 2 chapters got really info dumpy and I didn't like that, and it got so boring, guys, like so boring. I was just like, when is this gonna be over? Like I was like kind of like forcing myself to read it, honestly. And I never guys, I never do this, like never, just because I feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm cheating myself, or like I don't know. But I skimmed the last 2 chapters. I just like read like things that I felt like was important to the story, and I think I pretty much got the basis of what was happening or what happened, because it was just telling me what happened, that weren't showing me what was happening. But yeah, I skimmed the last 2 chapters, but I'm still counting it because I'm sure I got like the main points of what they were trying to say. But yeah, 3 stars, which is kind of disappointing because I love Beauty and the Beast. But like the first part was so good, and then the end was just like, what is this? But yeah, that's the other book I read. The next and final book I read during the reading rush was Sailor Moon Volume 11. Oh wait, this is not the final one. I almost forgot one. This is the next one I read. So Sailor Moon Volume 11. Yeah, short, quick read. I read it like in one sitting. It took me like 2 hours. But that's because I was reading it
during the during one of the Twitter sprints that the reading rush was hosting. But if I hadn't, I would have read it a little bit quicker. But yeah, Sailor Moon, amazing. I think 5 stars. And I'm excited to get to the next volume, volume 12. I started it, but I didn't finish it because it was like an hour or two before midnight on the last day. But I literally was not paying attention to anything I was reading, so I was like, there's no point in continuing reading this if I'm not paying attention. So I just called it and like didn't read for the rest of the day and was just like, I'm done. I also do want to mention that I did start A Curse of Broken Lonely by Virgin Cabinet. I got to page, not far, I'm on page 30, and this is gonna spill over into my August TBR. So yeah, and this is the Beauty and the Beast retelling, which I'm hoping I love. What I did also read during the reading rush was, I'm gonna put a picture here because I read it on script, and that was The Prince and the Dressmaker. I love this. I almost said book. I loved this this graphic novel. It was so cute. It was so quick to read. I literally read it going to work, on my break at work, coming back home from work, and like a little bit at home, and then I finished it. It was so good. It was so cute. And yeah, so basically that's about a prince that sometimes likes to wear dresses. I also did start, I'll put a picture here because I had borrowed it from Overdrive, and that is Undercover Princess by Connie Glenn. I just stopped reading it because I don't even know why. I think I was like, I don't think I'm gonna finish this by 7 days, and I wanted to read, I don't know, but I am gonna pick it up at another point. I'm gonna finish it. I just didn't feel like continue on with it during the reading rush. But yeah, this is pretty much just all of, well, this and The Prince of Dressmaker, everything that I read during the reading rush. I feel like this is a good like amount of books to have read in 1 week. I told someone at work that I read 5 books in a week, and they were like, what? One person was like, I haven't even read a book since like high school. But yeah, I'm really happy with what I read, and the reading rush, as always, was super fun to participate in. And yeah, and I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait to participate in it again next year. So that's all I have to say for this, and I hope you enjoyed these vlogs and this little wrap up at the end. And please let me know down below if you vlogged your experience during the reading rush, and or like what you read during the reading rush and your experience on it, because I would really love to know. And like always, like this video if you enjoyed it, and all of our social media links will be linked down below in the description box. And please don't forget to subscribe to become a member of a little family here and on Tangled Up Books. And I'll catch you guys here next time.